Profound says, do you think you need to master the game to make... Nope. To make tip guides? Nope, I don't. I had somebody comment on this. This is a funny comment that you said. I'm glad you said that because I had somebody... It's been a month ago now. God, what game was it? I got to think now because it was on... Oh, I asked people. I did a vote because I had loaded up Elder Scrolls Online for the first time in like 5 years, and I was like, is there enough of an interest from the people on my channel for me to go do some guides, like the beginner's guides? Because the number one thing that draws in traffic for my YouTube channel is my Ultimate Beginner's Guide series, and the reason my guides are unique is because most of the games I'm doing those for are games where I am a new player providing a new player's perspective. So most recently I did guides around Fallout 76 and Fallout 4, games I had never played before. So my Ultimate Beginner's Guides are from that perspective. I also have one of my most recent really big ones is my Ultimate Beginner's Guide to EVE Online. But the guy who left the comment very snidely said, why would I want to watch a beginner's guide from someone who's a beginner? And it was like, well, because I'm providing a unique perspective. Most of the time when someone is creating a beginner's guide, they've put hundreds of hours into a game, and so their guide is all about like how to power level your character, how to get the most XP, how to do... I don't do those types of guides. My beginner's guides are, here's my perspective as a brand new player to a game, the things that I learned in the first 10 hours, some of the mistakes that I made and why you should avoid those. Here's my perspective on things. So because I make guides that are from the new player's perspective, they're different, exactly Profound. They're not, my guides are not about min-maxing. It's about, hey, you're new to the game. It doesn't matter the game's 10 years old, 5 years old, 6 months old, whatever, but I just, doing a new player's guide from the perspective of I'm a newbie and I'm making guides for other newbies. So yeah, to answer that question, Profound, I don't think you need to master a game to make a guide at all. You could totally make tip guides. You want to hear something? So here's how I will traditionally do an Ultimate Beginner's Guide. I'll play a game for 10, 20 hours. I'll take notes. I'll think about the things that I think players want to know about, and then I'll go online and see what other people have said. And I'll be like, how much of what I wrote down matches what other players have already written? Cool. When I go to make my guide, it's usually about half of things that other players have already created guides about, and then the other half is my unique perspective. Then when I make those guides, it's usually a 45-minute guide. Usually they're about 45 minutes long, and it's usually got 12 to 15 sections in a guide. That's a big video. That goes up in chapters on YouTube, and then I take that guide and I break it down into the end of, because I've already made the video, right? It's already been cut and edited. So I have a big long video with an intro and outro, and then I go away and I record a different intro and an outro for the Quick Tips Guide series, and then I take all those 15 segments and I just copy and paste and splice them into the Quick Tips version, which then breaks those down into like 3-minute to 5-minute videos that have their own intro outros, and that way I'm killing two birds with one stone at that point. I've recorded everything I need for the big guide, then I can create the 15 videos that are the quick tip guides, and then with the way that YouTube works, I can then link those guides. I can link all the quick tip guides back to the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, push those out. Usually I do about 5 days before the Ultimate Guide, drop the Ultimate Guide, and then another 5 days of quick tip guides, and everything points back to the Ultimate Guide. It's worked very well for my channel. But I am actively trying to grow my streaming presence in 2024. We started multi-streaming on Twitch in October of last year when they started allowing it. So my Twitch is still very new because I'm closing in on 30,000 followers on YouTube, but I think I don't even know if we've hit 750 on Twitch yet. And I have a long way to go at Twitch because anytime I stream, it'll be like, let's say we got 25, 30 people watching. That'll be like 20 people on YouTube and only about 5 on Twitch, just because the audience isn't there on Twitch yet. But what I have noticed in the last couple of weeks is that the Twitch audience tends to be far more talkative than the YouTube audience, which is very weird. Even though we have fewer numbers on Twitch, it's way more talkative, which is great. So thanks wherever you want to watch. It's great. And if you're a super fan, you watch it both places because the algorithm loves it when you do that. Anyway, random content creation discussion. Ron says I'm playing a Starfield playthrough with a minimum, or you're planning a Starfield playthrough with a minimum of human kills, amp farming and surveying planets, and killing fauna. Nice. This will all be stolen stuff. All right, who wants to talk to me in here?
I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
Oh, she's got to wait outside.
You go on ahead.
Ooh, super secretive. Vernon says, don't you have to be subscribers to chat on YouTube? You do. But you don't have to pay any money to become a subscriber. It's just you have to be a subscriber for 20 minutes. On Twitch, I believe you have to be a subscriber. I think I have it set to be you have to be a follower for 20 minutes as well. So it's both the same. And the reason I do that is because of spam. If I just let anybody and everybody chat, I get so much porn spam. I don't have moderators. It's just me. So I just set everything to be 20 minutes because the spammers very rarely. I'll get like one or two spammers per month that'll actually sit here and wait the 20 minutes to spam me. And to be honest with you, I've eliminated most of the porn spam, and now it's mostly the someone will sit here for 20 minutes and then they'll be like, "Hey, I'm a guy who does YouTube thumbnails. Let me promote my services here." And it's like, whatever. I get so much spam on Discord direct messages and emails from people trying to sell me their services. So I do have a minimum 20-minute subscriber thing. And sometimes if I get really trolly people, and you'll know when it happens because I will turn everything on to paid members only. So when I start getting really stupid people coming around the streams, I will turn it on so that the only people that can chat on Twitch and YouTube are the ones who pay subscriptions to be members, because that just it 100% eliminates all of the spam, it eliminates all of the dipshits, and then I can just play the game and have fun and chat with the people who really want to be here in the first place as opposed to the dipshits. But yeah, it's big streamers have moderators. I do not, so. What is so secretive about this place? What are we doing?
Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Dude, he's locked in his cell. Why would I be talking to you when you're in a cell? It's like I'm meeting Hannibal Lecter, or what's up? Vernon says, I lurk on both places, but figure you get a small slice of my YouTube Premium. I do. The way YouTube Premium works is it's just based on traffic for the day. So the more traffic I get per day, the more I get from YouTube Premium. So it just varies on a day-to-day basis. Ron says followers on Twitch equates to subscribers on YouTube. Yes. They just call them different things. So followers and subscribers are the same thing. And then on the paid version is subscribers on Twitch and members on YouTube. So it's, all the terminology is weird. Oops, I clicked the wrong button and got up.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other.
Is this Hadrian's dad? Or clone father, whatever? Because he totally looks like her.
Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
You look familiar. You were in a movie or something. I know it.
Not quite. I'm Francois Fanon.
I called it.
Most know me as
I called it.
Victus.
I called it.
I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of
And
its
she probably has
great
no
villains,
clue.
if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar.
Ron says you're
of
about to meet
peace.
an executed man.
Even my
Valinar
death
says you're about to find out.
served
Yep.
the colonies.
My God, the Yusu's been lying this whole time.
Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
She has. Yeah. She told me she's your clone. Yeah.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Oh, wow. Not every day I get the chance to work with a man living in a fish tank. Keep talking.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Okay.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his
Mech
specialty.
weapons, baby.
If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Oh, wow. How do I know you're not asking me to kill an innocent man?
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
Optional, speak to Deputy McIntyre. I do want to talk to her. Okay. Wow. So, this is a point where I would say, you know, people were talking earlier in the chat, earlier in the stream about how they felt, and we were commenting on this, how people have said that this feels like this should have been the main story more than anything else. I have to say that we started this yesterday, so I'm about 5 or 6 hours into
Can I help?
the
All right,
UC
let's go.
storyline. This is definitely the best storyline I've seen in the game so far. Like, I really loved going undercover and breaking up, you know, the Crimson Fleet during my first playthrough. That was a lot of fun. This, with all the intrigue and the lies, and I feel like I'm a spy and a soldier. Like, this is good shit right here, man. Oop, that's speaking of shit. Pretty amazing. All right, we need to go up and talk to McIntyre. She's back up in her office. Yes, Captain Chambers. Just such good quality writing here. Very, very happy with this stuff so far.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Deputy, I was not prepared for that.
Surprised me too when I learned it. But the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
Not even Hadrian? Why hasn't Hadrian been told?
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work.
Well, shit, she's
Which is
really
why
a
I
cool
need you to
person.
keep
I
this
kind
to
of...
yourself.
Oh, God, they want me to keep it to myself. All right.
Good. Because
remember,
bringing
this whole
up to the
character
outside
persona
world
is,
would create the
"Sir, yes,
unfair
sir."
appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged.
Let me suck that United
And
Colony's
that's
dick.
not a good look for any of us.
I am
Now,
their
was there
errand
something
boy.
in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing?
Oh, man. I'm going to be a hitman. First target, Reginald. Alright, the prisoner asked me to deal with Dr. Orlace. Figured you and I should discuss.
Dr. Reginald Orlace? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlace is completely out of the question, but bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team members.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
What are the chances I'm being lured into a trap?
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed.
Alright. Well, I'll be damned, man. Plot thickens. How am I doing on ammo? No ammo for that gun. Alright. Why does it want me to go down to subsection 7? Do I need to talk to him again? Speak to Ve Victus? So I need to speak to him again.
Authorized personnel. Your friend has to stay here.
You find Orlace, deal with him, and you bring me the evidence. I'll give you the location of the research team.
So why have me do this?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout.
Oh, dude, you are winning me over now, even though you're supposedly a war criminal. Like this whole idea of I'm going to become this elite special agent for the UC doing black ops and shit. Consider him dust, man.
Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system.
Copy that.
There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Marquez. Should be able to help you find our man.
Alright, well, we need to seek out one Captain Marquez. Vamos a ver qué pasa con este hombre.
You may proceed to the exit. Authorized personnel only.
Yes?
Friend has to stay here.
Lead the way.
Vamos. Tenemos hombres malos para encontrar. Thick like Sarah. I still prefer Andreja. Only because I usually don't go in for blondes. Ooh, is there a storm going on? Or is it just nighttime?
On board.
Hey there, friend. If you need any ship parts, feel free to answer the hail. Thanks for answering. So, a little context. My partner and I are celebrating our 10-year anniversary.
Good for you.
We met over a hail, just like this one. I was in need of ship parts, and my husband, saint that he is, offered to help. And to commemorate the event, we're inviting random passersby on board.
Sure, why not?
Great. See you soon.
We get sidetracked really quick. Might be an ambush. We're gonna find out. Could be cannibals. We're gonna find out soon. I don't remember coming across this ship during my first playthrough.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Alright, well, let's not steal anything yet. Let's, Okay, they don't appear to be armed. Okay.
You gave away too many supplies last time. You've got to save some for the rest of the trip.
Is this Barrett's twin?
They were in trouble, and they had a huge crew.
You always rush in. You need to stop and let things breathe.
Here's your ship parts, as promised.
Okay. Was that all there was to this?
Are you sure the coordinates are right?
Of course, I have every location written down in my slate.
Every
But
location
you're the
written
king
on
of
my
typos.
slate.
For all we know, this ship is going to jump us into the nearest sun.
At least it'll be warm.
Okay, anything I need to pick up along the way? It's all theft. I don't want to steal from these guys because they gave me some ship parts. Ship parts are expensive and heavy, so I need to remember to put those back in my I think that's all there was to it, because it just said collect the ship parts, which I did. Alright, see you on our... Alright, let's go dock with the station.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Coming in hot.
Airlock integrity looks good.
Alright, that's a quick save moment, and also perfect cue for me to wrap up anyway, folks, because I've been going for 3 hours, and as we were discussing earlier, that's my normal cutoff point. Plus, Chris has got lunch ready, so I'm going to go eat, and then we're going to get all the animals taken care of for the heat of the afternoon and hunker down for ourselves. Tomorrow, I'll be back. Same time, same place, around 11 or 12 noon Central. Oh, wait, tomorrow's Saturday. That's not true. Tomorrow, I will stream Starfield bright and early, so I'll be doing a multi-stream very early in the morning. So, I don't know, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, possibly 8 o'clock in the morning. It'll be an unscheduled stream. So we'll be doing Starfield very early, and then I've got Warcraft with our guild in the afternoon tomorrow. And then, is today Friday? I might do a stream tonight. It depends on what Chris wants to do. If Chris wants to watch a movie, we'll watch a movie. Otherwise, I'll stream tonight. But definitely tomorrow, I'll do 2 streams. Probably do 2 streams on Sunday as well, morning and afternoon. So more Starfield. Lots more Starfield. World of Warcraft stuff. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. As always, if you liked what you saw and you're on Twitch, do bits and cheers or subscriptions to support. Keeps me on the air full time so that I can do this for a living rather than going out and working like I used to. And if you're on YouTube, it's super chats for one-off donations and memberships for recurrings. There's also a Patreon if you want to get involved with my work as a sci-fi and fantasy author, and you can get a copy of my latest fantasy novel. Links are all down below. Check all that stuff out. It was a great day, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Great turnout. We'll be back for more. And of course, don't forget, this gets cut into 30-minute episodes over on YouTube. So if you didn't get to watch the whole thing and you just want to watch them in episodic format, you can always catch the 30-minute episodes in the Let's Play series over on YouTube as we continue to play my second playthrough of Starfield. Until next time, everybody, stay safe. Happy adventuring out there. It's Friday.